Well, hey, YouTube. Just shutting my air conditioner off here. It's not my tummy. So, how are you? I am doing great. Whew. It was a long day. I had some issues with the computer today. I was doing some things I shouldn't have done. No, I wasn't going to any suspicious websites. I was trying to install Sony Vegas artificial intelligence add-on or deep learning add-on pack, and it ended up disabling my version of Vegas 18. I have version 15 and version 18, and it took the 18 out, and then it was a long day of editing. So I finished an edit today, and the song is something I wrote recently, which is the first time it's been released on this channel. It's called Blueberry Mourning. And I wanted to explain where I got that song title. It's spelled differently. Now, this was back when my dad was still alive. My dad died when I was 16. And that's what the story is about. It's about a day in my dad's life towards the end of his life. So we went out for dinner. He came home from work. We were going out to eat. It was some kind of thing. My mom didn't know what was going on. And oftentimes my dad would surprise us. Be like, surprise, we're going to some fancy restaurant, like a little bit fancier than Pizza Hut. The next step up from that, and then it would be like maybe we would go to a movie or to a mall, and he would give us a couple of bucks to put into the arcade games. So yeah, my dad got he got sick, and then he died pretty quickly. And towards the end, I mean, it was like he had some surgery done, and like, because it was like, oh, it's kind of bad, and then we're gonna do this surgery, and then like they did the surgery, and then he was okay, and then he got like better. Then all of a sudden it came back, and he went in to get some stuff taken care of, and then they malpracticed him, and then he died. So, and by malpractice I mean they took a tube to suction your throat and attached it to his own dental bridge and asphyxiated my father to death with his own bridge. That's what happened. Now, the big question on everyone's mind whenever I bring that up is, oh, did you get a bunch of money from a... No. My mom said, that's God's will. So, yeah, I live in a 2-bedroom apartment. But I'm not bitter. I'm here dropping this video with you guys to share that. And I wanted to tell you the story of the Blueberry Mourning. My dad was sick. I don't remember what part of the drama it was. I think it was right before he was going back in, like he was coughing a lot. Like he had already been maybe tuned up, and then I remember he came home from work, and it was like we're going out to a surprise thing, and he was just driving and driving and driving, and like we went all over. And finally my mom's like, well, where are you taking us, John? And he was like, he thought in his mind that he knew of a pancake house that was not like a chain restaurant, like a nice pancake house. And the story was, when he was in the hospital, they served him breakfast one day with fresh blueberry pancakes. So he got it in his mind, because of this blueberry pancake breakfast that he had. I guess throughout his entire life, he had never had a breakfast of fresh blueberry pancakes. Every time he had that dish, which he had, they were canned blueberries. And those are like, they're kind of small, and they're hard. They're not. It's not like, ooh, give me another blueberry. It's like this really sour thing. And even, I guess, making your own blueberry pancakes with some kind of butter, a little bit of powdered sugar, and then some maple syrup or whatever. However I don't know how they did it. It was probably just a lot better than anything you've ever had if you had it out of a can. So that's what my dad was looking for. He was looking to replicate his Blueberry Mourning. And we were driving all over. Like, he thought that he remembered that oh, yeah, that pancake house over there. And we went, and maybe it had been out of business, and they turned it into a White Castle, or like knocked it down. They made apartments there. I don't know, but we were driving, like, we were in Harvey, and then we were in like McCook, then we were in Rockford, like then we're in Elgin, then we're in Harvey, then we're in Naperville. Like, he was just driving everywhere, looking for his Blueberry Mourning. Because, like I said, at the hospital they had given him a breakfast of fresh blueberry pancakes. So he was looking for anything, but there was this one place that was like closest to our house on LaGrange Road in LaGrange, Illinois, right across from the LaGrange Theater. They had this. It used to be a Pizza Hut that closed, and they turned it into this Golden Bear. And I guess he had been there because he didn't want to go. And that was the night went on into the wee hours of the night of him driving around in every county looking for this imaginary pancake house. My mom finally must have talked him into going to Golden Bear, and we went in there, and I remember him asking the waitress, like, "Hey, excuse me, ma'am," and he would oftentimes, my dad would like grab their hand. He'd be like, "Oh, is that an amethyst?" Asking them about their stone. If they had like a ring with a rock in it, he knew what it was and knew what, and like he would do stuff like that. My dad, and I know it drove my mom nuts. But he did the, excuse me, miss, are your, because she was like leaving, and he like grabbed her hand, and he's like, are your blueberries canned or are they fresh? And this bitch, she freshed them, and they were fucking canned. He got canned, and like this was at the end of his life. He didn't live much longer than this. It was he had a relapse with his cancer, and he was going after this Blueberry Mourning, and man, he didn't get it. So that's the Blueberry Mourning, because I remember he ate the shit and like a little bit of it, and then he was like, "I'm not eating this," because that's what he would do if the woman like didn't play his game or whatever. Then the food came, and if anything was suspect down there, he wouldn't touch it. He'd go back to the hotel and crack open a bunch of cans of pistachio nuts and whatever he had in his little snack area to keep him going there. But yeah, that's the story of my dad and the the Blueberry Mourning. I remember he was crying in the. I saw him in the mirror, and he was like, "I'll never forget it. My Blueberry Mourning." He was like, my dad, like before he died. That's what it all came down to. He wanted my mom to make him some fucking blueberry pancakes, and she never did. So I told Donna, I'm like, when is it when the blueberries are ripe? When you can get them the cheapest at the store? Because that's what my dad wanted out of my mom every year. Because my dad knew all these German people, and those German people, they're fucking nuts. They're like, on September 22nd is when when the cinnamon nut is at its ripest, and this is when we have our cinnamon coffee cakes. You know, I know German people. They're all like, they know what day the zucchini ripe, the zucchini is ripe. They know, you know. But yeah, I did that video. I was trying to get the Vegas. It's no longer Sony Vegas. It's now. You want to go? You can go. It's Magix. Sony sold Vegas software, which is video editing software that I've been using. So they sold it to this other company, Magix, and I tried to do some things with this video, and it ended up becoming unstable, and it took me a lot more time than it should have to get this rendered. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do or what I'm doing wrong, more than likely, you know. But I was kind of like, I didn't want Blueberry Mourning to be a video with a normal color palette. I wanted it to be really extreme and really colorful, to represent, because my mom just died. You know, my dad died. He was 15. I was I was 15. Just like about a half a month before my birthday. 9 days or 12 days, I forget. So that's the story behind Blueberry Mourning. Now you know. We got, there's more. I have to think. And I have to see the footage. You know, you never know. But there's at least like 2 or 3 more songs I could probably, brand new ones that you've never heard. If you're a fan, do I have fans? I don't know. I don't want to say that. If you've been sticking around and paying attention, thank you so much, and peace.